them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense. And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Caught, it's Marsh. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. Quick give. It's Richard. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They give it back to him. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, USC. Took it all the way back to the house.
Well, you You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game, on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick.
He's got it on the left. Finds a seam. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to establish the run. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. This time he's got it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Unloads it left. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the right. That one's not even close.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires toward the target. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Richard. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down to the air. He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he added the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Richard. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
The play fake. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Beal. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean,
makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. Then side. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And they did tack on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up with a whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that 3rd down and short range.
Piles his way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Snapped on 4th down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Making the adjustment. From the gun, it's Richard. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
The Hoosiers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Barker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it fly deep downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Fields the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Indiana. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
They I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 8 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Sooners taking this fellow top 10 team to the cleaners so far. We're not even at halftime, and it's looking like a one-sided affair. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. And when you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
They'll go with a direct snap. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Drops back. It's Smayava. Fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Richard. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They want to run this quarterback. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hunt is on its way. Looks it in. Makes a move. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Churns into the pile. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a deep grab. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From deep, it's Lockhart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Richard. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Direct snap. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
He'll pitch it. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in this situation.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
There's not enough on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Just keep swinging it. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Turns it upfield. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to it.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Mayava. Right side, it's Jordan. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Got it. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get 1 first down. And Palmer, they can run it. They can play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know on the back of their hand. And they go out, they get the execution needed to win this game.
And the Hoosiers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. On the move, it's Martin. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Keep it on the ground. And midfield, he's got room. Running free. The 10.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.